Today we are going to be talking about the Air Jordan 5 Off-White sale. Now there has been a lot of controversy about this shoe and I want to explain to you guys how I feel about it, obviously give you guys an in-depth review and then see what you guys think at the end of the video. So stick around. Welcome back to the channel. What's up with you guys? How you doing? How you been? If you did not know by now, my name is DJ and this is the DNA Show. Now if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification to let you know every time I upload a new video, and don't forget to smash the like button because that helps the algorithm oh so much. So for those that do not know or have been living underneath a rock for the past couple years, Off-White has been collabing with Jordan Brand and Nike and creating some pretty dope collaborations over those years. And the resale prices on most of his shoes have been pretty ridiculous. So today we're gonna make sure that we talk about current market value, and obviously I need to give you guys an in-depth review in comparison with the other pair as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Starting with the box, you have your classic Air Jordan 5 box, but you have the holes on it similar to the shoe, and they did the same exact thing when it comes to the Air Jordan 4 Off-White or the Air Jordan 5 Off-White, the first version in the black metallic. On the front of the box, you have Air Jordan 5 Retro SP Sail Fire Red Muslin Black. Retail $225. So I'm pulling out a little bit of the arsenal for today's review, but the shoes that we will be using for examples are going to be the Off-White Air Jordan 5 in the first black colorway. Then we have the metallic Air Jordan 5, and then we have the original Fire Red 5 colorway as well. Obviously there are a lot of resemblances between the two shoes, so I want to make sure we get a good in-depth comparison so that way you can see where the shoe's coming from and where it's going and how they got this one and that one and all those other things. Opening up the box, you have a clear Off-White plastic with Off-White branding all over it with a big Jumpman, and then we got the shoe. Oh, we got the shoe. So as some of you guys know, I was not able to get a pair for retail. I'm looking for a pair in the resale market, hopefully to work a trade or purchase a pair. I do have a couple deals lined up. Hopefully I could work out a good deal with one of you guys, and that way I can have the shoe in my collection as well. This right here is a size 9. I'm a size 13, so when I do the comparisons, obviously there's going to be a huge size difference, but we're going to be mainly looking at materials and colors when it comes to a shoe like this. Starting with the outsole, you have your classic Air Jordan 5 outsole with the Nike branding here in the midfoot, kind of like that smoky gray here on the midfoot and the toe. You got your yellow vibes similar to the black pair, like they did the same thing, and then you got a red Jumpman, a classic iconic touch right here. I always love that. Working our way up to the midsole, you have your Air Jordan 5 midsole that you always get on the Fire Red, so we can see some similarities with that as well. Now looking at the upper, this has the same exact material as the black pair. It's just a sail colorway, and it's got that piss yellow or whatever people want to call it, but it's definitely an interesting perspective. When I seen a lot of photos of these online, I was like, bro, those look fake, bro, those look fake, bro, those look fake. When I see them in person, they do look a lot better than when they look like online, but at the same time, it's just still kind of like a funky looking shoe. I think this is one of those type of shoes that doesn't really look well in hand, but very well on foot type of thing. So I think when I see people rocking it, I'm like, oh, okay, those look cool. But when I see it kind of in hand, I'm like, yeah, so looking at the eyelets right here, you got those yellowed out eyelets with the sail kind of laces over here. You got your clear bib with the yellow and the red right here. You got your tongue with the 3M with the Air Jordan Jumpman logo with the holes in it. I think that's on this foot. They got the hole on the left foot, and then on the right foot, it's just a bigger tongue, but it's kind of offset and shifted over a little bit. On the insole, you have a black insole with a red Nike Air. And looking at the back of the shoe, you got your Nike Air branded behind the mesh. Something that I always loved on the Air Jordan 5 was the big Nike Air branding, and I'm so happy they kept that on this shoe. Another dope hit to me when it comes to the Air Jordan 5 is the 23 on the side. Kind of gives you that PE vibe, that OG classic vibe. And I always love seeing a retro Air Jordan 5 with the 23 on the side as well, because not all retros have the 23 on the side. This shoe comes equipped with 2 different pairs of laces. You got a black and a red, and then your standard sail that already comes in the shoe. Another cool touch to add to the Off-White collection is having another colored zip tab. So on here, matching the eyelets with the same type of color, you got your Off-White zip tab. So now let's compare these to the first version and see what they look like. So me personally, when it comes to looking at these two shoes, I like darker shoes already, and I really just don't know how I feel about the sail and all the, I just don't know how I feel about it. I want to have it in my collection to complete the set and all that, but if I could only pick one, I'm going with these all day. Drop a comment down below and let me know which one you like more. Do you like the sail or do you like the metallic? Let me know. As you can see with the two shots next to each other, the shoes are essentially the same. Obviously the size is different, but everything's pretty much the same when it comes to the vibe of the shoe. You got the same concept behind this pair mirrored into this pair, and you just got your metallic and your Fire Red versions. So that brings up the two OG colorways and OG styles. Let's talk about those for a second. So as we know, Virgil's inspiration originally came from OG colorways colorways from Jordan himself. So that brings us the Metallic 5 and the Fire Red 5. Two classic OG colorways that are undefeated, bro. You can never go wrong with these two shoes. Now, when it comes to rocking and all those other things, I'm rocking with the Metallics again for that same situation. Let me know what you think down below. I think these may be a little bit more iconic or something like that. I mean, he did rock these with the white laces and it was looking super clean and all, but I think these just have more nostalgia behind them when it comes to the masses of people that aren't sneakerheads. But I think me personally, these hit a little bit harder. I don't know why. I just like these. I don't know. I just like these a little bit more. So I just wanted to pull these out and give thanks to these two shoes, because if it wasn't for these two shoes, we wouldn't have those off-white shoes at all, and they wouldn't be having the inspiration behind them and the heritage to create those versions that we have today. So now let's talk about price and longevity and all those other things, because everybody's always asking me about that too. So this shoe originally was like $2,000 months ago, right? And everything always has that crazy hype in the big bubble, and it's like quadruple or 4, 5, 10 times the price that it should actually be. And I feel bad for the people that bought them at that price, because you spent $2,000 on a shoe and now everybody's getting it for like $550, $560, $570, somewhere around there. I don't know, but either way, that's like 4 times what it worth. Like, I can't even get the words out. That's just crazy. So current market right now for a size 13 at least, we're looking at 560, 570 bucks, somewhere around there. And when they first dropped, it was like 900, and then it went to like 700, and it's slowly creeping down. As people get their pairs in the mail, typically that week after, you see the prices start to go down, because people that don't know much about shoes or whatever it may be, or really just finally got a hit and finally trying to make some money or make some quick cash and don't really care about the shoe, they typically to undercut each other, and it'll go from literally 700 bucks to 500 or 600 bucks, literally like that within a day or two. So having patience and finding it on the right curve, I think this shoe could potentially slide down a little bit more, and you might be able to get it for in the $400 range. And people might say I'm crazy, but originally I was saying like this shoe's worth, you know, 450 bucks max, and at the time it was going for like 700 or 800 bucks. If you do get this shoe, it's probably going to be wise to try to get it sometime soon over the next couple of weeks. Find a good deal, try to get in that $400 range or something like that, and then sit on it. You're gonna have to sit on it for a long time, but as you know, as all the off-white sneakers do, they're gonna go up over time. Next thing you know, you're gonna get your money and it's all gonna be worth it. Me personally, if I want it for my collection, I gotta get it for a great deal, because I'm not trying to spend a rack on a shoe that I'm literally trying to wear or have in my collection for a long haul, knowing that I'm not having any intentions on selling it anytime soon. Now, if you're trying to make money, go ahead and do your thing, but me personally, I'm trying to get the best deal that I can find, because I know these are gonna sit in my collection for a long time. I typically try to go after different sets and different stuff like that, so I want to have most of the off-white stuff that I actually like. These right here are like on the cusp, like low-key I don't really like them like that, but at the same time I kind of do, but I really don't. The majority of me is like no, but at the same time I'm like, I need to have them in my collection just to complete the set, because if you got one, you gotta have the other. That's my type of situation. I know it's weird, it don't make no sense, but that's just how I don't know, I'm wired differently. But again, this is the type of shoe that I will be gladly fine with not having in my collection if I had to pay an extra price on it, because I know damn well I don't want to pay the extra price on it. So if I can get them for around 400 bucks or something like that, okay, I'm willing to spend that price, because I know it'll be worth it in the long haul. But if I gotta pay extra dough, it's not happening. So let me know what you think about the projections of this shoe down below in the comment section. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Now, when it comes to is this shoe fire or trash, this is gonna be a funny one. So this is what the people said. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on IG so you can participate in the polls, and I share all the results here on the channel later. So I asked the people, is this shoe fire or trash? And this is what they said. 84% said fire, 16% said trash. And honestly, if I was scrolling through somebody else's story and I had the choice to choose fire or trash, I'd probably say trash. And that's just because I know I still want it and all those things, but I tried to explain myself already. Like, I mean, I'm kind of contradicting myself and all these different things, but I just want it to complete the set, but don't really want it that bad. That's why I don't want to spend too much money on it. But these right here, these are in my top 10 pickups for sure when it comes to 2020. These right here, no way. If I pick these up this year, there's no way these are making it in my top 10. and I'm sorry, it is what it is, but I just like the dark color and I like the black pair way more. Also, I got these for retail off of Sneakers app, so maybe that might influence just a little bit as to why I like this pair just a little bit more, but I still do like these more though. So that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I hope you enjoyed the comparison. I'm gonna try to work a deal and work a trade or something and make that video about how I went about doing the whole process and all that, so you guys can see my trading process. But that's gonna do it for me. So I'm out. I got to go. I'm gonna see y'all in another one. Yo, if you enjoyed this video and you want to make extra money or grow your shoe collection, I want to give you a free video with my 3 tips that were the most powerful that will help you grow your sneaker collection and make an additional $1,000 to $10,000 a month. All you need to do to get this free video is click on the first link in the description or the comment that's pinned in the comment section. That'll take you to a page where you can enter your email address and I'll make sure that I send you a video right away. And if you enjoyed this video, again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. My name is DJ. I'm signing out. I got to go. I'm gone. Peace.